The air crackled with anticipation. Beneath the dazzling neon lights of the Las Vegas Strip, fortunes were won and lost every minute. The clinking of coins and the whirring of slot machines provided a constant, almost hypnotic soundtrack. Tourists and high rollers alike flocked to this adult playground, their dreams fueled by the promise of instant riches. But for one man, the casinos weren't a game of chance. They were his personal piggy bank. This is the story of Dennis McAndrew, a man who turned the tables on the titans of chance and walked away with millions. Dennis wasn't your typical high roller. He didn't wear expensive suits or flaunt his wealth. He was a phantom, a ghost moving through the glittering crowds, his eyes always watching, always searching for his next target. His quiet demeanor and unassuming appearance belied a sharp intellect and a knack for technology that would make him the stuff of casino nightmares. Dennis understood the allure of the slot machine, the spinning reels, the flashing lights, the promise of a life-changing jackpot. It was a siren song to the hopeful and the greedy alike. But Dennis saw something else. He saw a system ripe for exploitation, a complex network of algorithms and electronics that could be manipulated, cracked, and ultimately beaten. He saw a way to turn the house's edge against itself. Dennis McAndrew wasn't born a scammer. He grew up fascinated by electronics, spending hours tinkering with circuit boards and writing code. He possessed an uncanny ability to see patterns where others saw chaos, to understand the intricate workings of complex systems. This talent, coupled with a growing resentment for the rigged nature of the gambling industry, would set him on a collision course with the casinos. His journey into the world of casino heists began small. He started by tampering with video poker machines, exploiting software glitches to inflate his winnings. As his confidence grew, so did his ambition. He assembled a small team of like-minded individuals, programmers, engineers, and former casino employees who shared his disdain for the industry's predatory practices. Together, they delved deeper into the belly of the beast, reverse engineering slot machines and analyzing their source code. They discovered vulnerabilities, hidden patterns, and backdoors that allowed them to predict and manipulate outcomes. Their weapon of choice, custom-designed microchips, small enough to be concealed within the palm of a hand, powerful enough to rewrite the rules of the game. The team's modus operandi was deceptively simple. They targeted older slot machine models, those not yet equipped with the latest anti-cheating technology. Using sleight of hand honed through countless hours of practice, they'd discreetly install their modified chips. These chips allowed them to trigger jackpots on demand, turning losing spins into massive payouts. To avoid detection, they employed a variety of tactics. They moved from casino to casino, never staying in one place for too long. They studied the casino floor, identifying blind spots in security camera coverage. They'd work in shifts, with one person playing the machine while another acted as a lookout. They blended in with the crowds, their faces masked by the anonymity of the casino floor. Their success was staggering. Millions of dollars flowed into their coffers, laundered through a network of offshore accounts and shell corporations. Dennis and his crew lived a double life, their days spent in the shadows, their nights fueled by champagne and caviar. They were living the high life, but their luck, like the spin of a roulette wheel, was destined to run out. As Dennis's heists grew bolder, so did the scrutiny from casino security and law enforcement. The casinos, initially dismissive of the losses, began to suspect foul play. Surveillance footage was reviewed, patterns were analyzed, and whispers of a sophisticated cheating ring began to circulate within the industry. A special task force was assembled, led by a seasoned FBI agent with a reputation for cracking down on white-collar crime. They tapped phones, followed money trails, and interviewed former casino employees, determined to bring down the elusive mastermind behind the operation. The cat-and-mouse game intensified. Dennis, always one step ahead, implemented counter-surveillance measures, using burner phones and coded messages. He knew the authorities were closing in, but he was confident in his ability to outsmart them. He had outsmarted the system for so long. Surely he could do it again.